What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Star Trek has more or less been held hostage by a madman, Alex Kurtzman, for the last going on decade now. But thankfully, the proof was in the pudding. He was failing. Paramount had lost his TV studio. None of his him being Alex's Star Trek projects work or make money. The only one that got any sort of critical and fan praise was season 3 of Picard, and that was because Terry Matalas. Last time we talked about Alex, it was the article that thanks to Skydance acquiring Paramount, they're giving him the heave ho, or he unless he's leaving. I guess the question will be how and the manner in which he leaves. They are requiring that he has 3 new shows for them because at any given time he's had 3 shows on air for Paramount, and that's what they were requiring of him now. That is on top of the Starfleet Academy, which we keep hearing about, which now Jonathan Frakes, who of course played Riker in The Next Generation, and Fat Riker when he came in and stole the finale from the Enterprise crew. Uh, he lost weight for Picard season 3. He has come out and he's talking about Starfleet Academy, which it's set in the It's set in the Discovery timeline. So immediately, I don't care. But he says, here we go. Yes, series is taking place after season 5 of Discovery. So, I mean, most of those people were all sent to the future, but still, it's still going to be in that timeline. Robert Picardo coming back. It says here to play the emergency medical hologram, which probably shouldn't have been developed yet, but we'll see. I was hoping he would play a new character, maybe something that maybe the hologram is based on in the future. Either way, they were asked about it, and he said, "Oh, it's much more." They asked if it was. This is an important question. They asked if it was aimed at the new audience, new Trek, all the people watch Strange World and shit like that, Strange New Worlds, or if it's older classic fans. And he said, oh, it's much more hardcore Star Trek fans. It's, it happens to be Starfleet Academy. There are young people in it, but the movie stars run the show. It's a show about, and he stops himself and he said, Holly's the head of the, I can't say. So clearly Holly is the headmaster of Starfleet Academy, but everyone's worried that this might be some sort of Section 31. It's Starfleet Academy, but what are they really doing? The sequence of Hogwarts type of thing. He goes on to talk about the stars. Well, first of all, it's got movie stars in it, which I think is great. Holly Hunter is in it. Paul Giamatti is in it. And everyone cheered. He said, right? That's exactly the response I think CBS is looking for. Holly, they're both fabulous. I didn't have the privilege of directing Paul because, of course, he, for the most part now, is just a director. He talked about Robert Picardo being in it, Tig Notaro, which I'm sure the audience cheered, but if you know Tig Notaro, you're probably not cheering for that. But it is the most massive set of any Star Trek ever. There's also a spaceship on the show, which I hope that's not a secret. I have been known to overshare. The sets are great. The scripts they're funny, which is also helpful. And it's interesting that he just said that they're funny. Didn't say if they were of quality and make you think and they're emotional. Yeah, and then just finishing out here, this seems like very much is what Tachyon Pulsover was saying. Does seem it's a vanity project of Alex Kurtzman, who is co-show running it. For Tachyon, he says everything Alex Kurtzman has been actively involved in with Star Trek is awful. Correct. That's why it's such a boon that Lionsgate is going to come in and hopefully Skydance come in now that they own Paramount. And I don't think he's going to be capable of giving them 3 new, certainly not profitable. So he might be able to shat out 3 new concepts for shows. And probably just copy things that have been done better before. But yeah, other than that, not looking too good for him. And as for Starfleet Academy itself, I mean, your first kiss of death was setting it in the Discovery timeline, which we're now, as far as I'm concerned, is a separate timeline, especially after that Lower Decks where it showed the multiverses and alternate universes and showed Klingons from the alternate universe, which looked like the Discovery Klingon. So boom, you're in an alternate universe. You don't count as the prime timeline anymore. That being said, if Section 31 is any sort of reference or idea of what they're going to do and the quality that we're going to get, oh dear God, it's going to be horrible, and I will not be watching. So let me know what you think about all this. By all means, make sure to like, share, and sub. Do you believe Fat Riker when he says, not Boosh, but the original Fat Riker? Do you believe Jonathan Frakes when he says that it's for hardcore Star Trek fans? I don't know, but I think a heavy amount of pressing X to doubt. Either way, like you said, you know the things.
Well, bye.